How do you speed up slow workers? Oh, that's a good one, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by SavvyPerks.com, which is an employee discount network for you and your employees. You go to SavvyPerks.com and you can sign up, and they have a wide variety of amazingly steep discounts on all kinds of different things. There are over 250,000 restaurants and retailers across the country that are offering you savings. Now, one of those are restaurants. And I don't know if you like to eat, but I know I do. It's really exciting when I show up at a restaurant and I get 15% off my total bill, or a buy one, get one. I buy an entree, I get one free. I can take other people out to dinner, and for the same price I would have spent on myself, I can buy them dinner as well. It's awesome. Now, if you are a member of Savvy Perks and you go to a restaurant and they're not a member, you can request they become a member, and the team behind the discount network will ask them and invite them to join, and now you can get discounts at your favorite restaurants. So SavvyPerks.com. All right, on to today's show, which is from a house cleaner who has a very slow employee. Now, the employee, bless her heart, works really hard. She does a really great job, but she's very slow. And the employer wants to know, what on earth am I supposed to do? Do I let her go? Do I work with her? What do I do? All right, so the answer is we all don't work at the same speed, and we're all motivated by different things. So if you're paying her by the hour, it's probably that she has no rush, because she's going to work for 3 hours, whether she works on one house or she works on 3 houses. So she's going to just stretch it out and take her own sweet time. Now, there are people who have absolutely no concept of time. And so as the employer, it is your job to rein that in and say, hey, on this job, these are the specific requirements. Now, there's a whole entire program that you can look for called speed cleaning, and I will link to it in the show notes so that you can buy that. That's Debbie Sardone's company, and they do a whole entire training program on speed cleaning so that you can up your game. And that means get more bang for your buck, or more cleaning for your dollar. Because in the house cleaning business, money is based on how many houses you get to clean, and that's based on time. So time is of the essence in the cleaning business. There are a lot of industries that are regulated by time. If you're a typist, for example, you get to type so many words per minute, and you are paid based on how many words you type. If you're a manufacturer and you work in an assembly line, how many products you can assemble or how many deals you can pack are what you get paid on. And so in the house cleaning business, what you may do with this particular employee, send her back through training, teach her again how to clean and how to clean properly and fast. And you may want to take her through the speed cleaning training. Now, another thing that I might mention is people are wired differently. Some people believe in coffee. And so every day when they wake up, they got to have their cup of coffee. Maybe this person is lacking the coffee. Now, if you don't believe in coffee, you may believe in exercise. Maybe she's lacking the exercise. And so what you might do at the very first of the day, before the day begins, you might add an extra half hour onto her day and include a power walk in there so she gets her blood flowing before she goes to clean a house. Now, typically, when you go to clean a house, you're moving around and you're rushing around and you wake up, right? You get going and your blood is flowing through your body and you're moving pretty fast. But if you show up and you're really slow and you stay slow and you're not waking up, something else must need to be done. Now, I don't know if she's listening to music. Some people are actually motivated by fast music, and they can work faster because they have music. Some people are distracted by music, and so they'll listen to classical music or whatever, and they get in this zone, and then it takes them forever to clean something. You might look at what she's listening to, and if she's not listening to anything, you might consider something like Focus at Will, and I will put the links in the show notes to that as well. But that is my caffeine addiction. What it is a series of scientifically proven music and drum beats. And you can choose to listen to sounds like running water or beats or music or a variety of different things. And they're not songs. They are patterns of music that are dynamically designed to make you work slow, fast, or fastest. And of course, when I'm working, I put it on fastest. I want to go fastest. But what happens is I just listen to the drum beat. And it starts beating really fast. As it beats really fast, my heart starts matching that beat. And all of a sudden, it starts to get me really excited. And without the caffeine high, it's made me really, really excited, and it just keeps me going, like a little wind-up toy. And so I will turn that down on low, and I listen to that in the background when I'm doing tasks that require my speed. So you might consider something like that. It's called Focus at Will. And it's a monthly subscription that you pay for, and I promise it is worth every penny. You'll totally get your money back because it is, like I said, scientifically proven, and it's amazing what it does for your brain. Okay, so another thing that I might consider for somebody that's slow is you may have to create a time schedule. So a lot of people can look at their watch and say, oh, I'm supposed to be at this house by 9 o'clock in the morning. But without that constant reminder of time, they don't know where they're supposed to be. And so you might bring it all the way back to, in this particular bathroom, you have 2 minutes on the toilet. You have 4 minutes on the vanity with all of the bottles of makeup and stuff that's on the counter. You have 5 minutes on the bathtub and the shower. You have 2 minutes for dusting. You have 3 minutes for vacuuming the floor. You have 5 minutes for mopping, whatever. And you may have to break it down by room and by house so that this particular house cleaner can stay on task. And then put them with a team member or a mentor that can keep them on task until they finally get the hang of it. And once they get the hang of it, you may be able to remove that to-do list. I still have employees to this day that have a to-do list. And every day part of my responsibility as the business owner is to make sure that they have a to-do list and a time attached to that so that they will stay on task. Because you might find the best and the most loyal employees are the slowest. And we don't want to let somebody go just because they're slow. They still have families to feed. They have food they need to put on the table. And so because their skills don't match other people's skills, that doesn't make them useless for your company. And so there may be tasks that you have that are not time sensitive, that if you could switch them over to another task, that would also be to their advantage. And if you need them on the task they're paid to do, then you have to come to an agreement of their payment is associated with the job that they do. And you may have to take them off being paid by the hour because they're stretching that hour that normally you would have them do 3 or 4 or 5 different tasks. Now they're only doing 1 or 2. So you might pay them based on their performance instead of paying them by the hour. That might be a different incentive for you. But yes, it is really important to speed up slow workers because unfortunately, our business depends on it. So there's some really great people out there. I hate that you have this problem. Every house cleaner at some point as you expand and grow, you're going to run into this problem. And I'm thinking back through my life of the employees that I've had that were really nice people and they were really good workers and they were so slow. It just drove me bonkers. So you might consider something like Focus at Will. And if it's like 2 people in the same house and the homeowners are gone, you may want to crank it up so that everybody hears it and everybody's like working to the speed. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.